billion. That is according to President William Ruto, who on Tuesday announced that Kenya loses $5 billion every year in form of exchange rate due to lack of common local currency among African countries. Speaking during the 4th Investment Conference of African Sub-Sovereign Government Network in Kisumu, Ruto advocated for the introduction of Pan-African payment and a settlement system that will see African countries use common currency under the African Continental Free Trade Area. Our very own Theo Masharia with the details.
Investment under the African Continental Free Trade Area, Kisumu County held the 4th African Sub-Sovereign Government Network Investment Conference, an event that convened key leaders including African Export-Import Bank president, governors, trade officials, private sector leaders, and representatives from Africa's diaspora and development partners. President Ruto, in his address, called for the establishment of a common local currency under the Pan-African payment and settlement system in a bid to reduce huge currency exchange losses incurred by African countries while trading.
The Pan-African payment and settlement system now gives us an opportunity for all African countries to trade in our local currencies without necessarily having to mind about which currency, which product from which country is being traded. Equally certain is the fact that going forward, Pan-African transformation will increasingly depend on institutions like Afri-Exim and many others to mobilize resources and create a conducive environment for investment in job creation, poverty reduction, industrialization, and a stronger export performance and accelerated development through intra-Africa trade.
President Ruto committed to fully supporting devolution in the country by assuring counties of a timely release of funds for smooth execution of their mandate towards the well-being of the country and the continent at large.
We have made as a government a conscious decision that we will go out of our way to support devolution and to make sure that there is timeless release of resources to the county. Parliament will not go into recess unless they conclude both DORA and CARA. And I think I have it on the authority of both leaders of majority and both speakers that we want to conclude that exercise so that we allow the counties to execute their mandate without unnecessary roadblocks.
Kisumu Governor Anyang' Nyong'o termed the Continental Conference as an opportunity to showcase Kisumu's strategic position in Africa's trade ecosystem while fostering impactful partnerships and positioning Kisumu as an emerging hub for investment and development.
This conference is meant to strengthen the role of Africa's sub-sovereign governments in driving inter-African trade and investment. The conference will provide a perfect platform for sub-sovereign countries, Kenya included, on the future of sustainable trade and investment.
The 4th African Sub-Sovereign Governments Network Investment Conference underscores the need for harmonized strategies to achieve sustainable development goals and strengthen intra-African trade. Theo Masharia for KUTV.